Hey guys, this is Jock of BashTheSlash.com. We're going to be playing World of Tanks yet again, and this time we're on Fjords, which is a nice big map with a lot of hilly terrain, good places to hide and play hull down on this particular map. We're using the Tier 5 light tank, the ELC AMX, which is French light TD. It's become one of my favorite tanks. I mean, heck, I've got Tier 10s, I've got Tier 9s, but you know, this tiny little Tier 5 has become one of my fave tanks. It's got a big ass gun, can penetrate just about I don't know, 70-80% of the tanks that are playing this particular game. We're up on the high plateau here of Fjords, and we're gonna go do some safe scouting. That's it's scouting with a condom. That's what we're gonna be doing. Some safe scouting. We're not gonna try to suicide scout. It's not really the greatest scout, I'll tell you. And there's an ELC AMX. It's the first tank we spot. A little bit of 5 damage there, just running into each other, and about 257 with my shot, and of course I get nailed from behind. I think it may have been a T1 and a 3601 just behind me. Certainly another Tier 5 tank and behind the ELC. So there's a bunch of tanks that I couldn't see back there trying to shoot at me. Still trying to shoot at me. So I'm electing to find a little bit of safe harbor and turn around. It took a lot of HP damage there. I'm down 150 from 400, so not the greatest way to start off my safe scouting attempt, but there you go. And of course the M4 almost sideswipes me there. Now I'm going to do a little bit of sniping on my own here. Just trying to. That 3601 was the one who hit me. I tried shooting for them. You know, this particular gun, although it can pen anywhere between 128 to 213 millimeters, and it's got its damage is pretty much a whopping 180 to 300. It's not the greatest and easiest tank to aim with. You know, if you look at the good side, you know, there's a lot to be said about the good side, but the negatives sometimes outweigh the good side on this particular tank. But I love it, and there's the reason why I like doing these torpedo attacks. The ELC AMX goes by the way of the dodo there, and I'm just going to completely avoid the Panzer 4 that's just now behind me. It's Tier 5 Panzer 4. I'm just going to go and totally ignore it, and I'm going to go hunting for arty, which is what this tank does best. Not the greatest scout, as I said, but you can really do some damage with this particular gun with that big damage number on this thing. There's an M7 Priest right in front of me, doing over 200 damage to this. Now I'm just going to basically hug the Priest, not let it go away. It's down to 11%. Next shot, Kiplali just took 26 damage to take it out completely. And now I'm going to head to the cap, although there's a T28. Those are nasty. T28 just to my hind left quarter. I just have to worry about that. So I'm just going to tear ass. And I see an M4 in spawn. He looks like he is AFK. So I'm just going to do some free balling on the M4. You know, as I said, good side on this thing. High alpha damage, good penetration. But on the bad side, poor radio, poor visual range. As I do about 268 damage on the M4A3E2, which is obviously AFK. I'm just gonna continue to circle around this guy, circle and circle and circle, and I spot something. That's a T28 finally decided to act on. You know, after seeing me, he's down at 65%, and I classically took him out with the classic ELC AMX move of just doing that sort of almost aircraft style, you know, sort of torpedo bomber move. We tried this on the M4, but the M4 is built a lot different than the T28. Just didn't hit him right. So I'm just going to continue to circle and see if I can finally get rid of this guy. As I said, bad side, poor visual range. It's got bad aim, and it's got, as I said, poor radio. So it's not the greatest scout. I mean, if you look at the view range, it's got about 360. Well, the T50-2 is 270, but the real, sorry, it has 370. But the really interesting part is that the T50 has a radio that's capable of 730 meter range, whereas this thing has only got about 360. It's almost half the radio range. It's not the greatest scout. So so what I try to do is I try to do some, like I said, safe scouting, and wait for a little while, and then go after the arty. And that's the way I play this particular tank. It's a lot of fun. You should try it out. It doesn't cost very much to get into this particular tank, and actually it's not a bad earner, to be honest with you. Not a bad little earner, if I say so myself. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Take care, guys.